You guys think that it's not hot out here today, down here in GA? We are 94 degrees, and I want to tell you guys, even though it's 94 degrees, I'm still drinking coffee. I don't understand that. Go figure that out. Listen, while we have this hot weather, I thought it would be a perfect time for me to show you guys my Crappie catching machine, my boat, okay? Um, I'm going to also cover the rod holders, which is very, very important. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys a real quick. I had a new updated rod holder. I'm running 9 rod holders here, and I'm going to have down in the description the rod holders themselves. The rod holders themselves are just like $4 a piece, okay? And I'm going to have it in a hyperlink right downstairs and how I assembled this guy. All it took was 2 6-foot long PVC pipes, 1/4 inch, and 2 T's and 2 elbows, okay? And I got 2 end caps on the end. That's optional whether you decide to do that or not. So I'm going to go over that a little bit more in detail. So I'm going to put that right here for a minute. It's been so hot out there, it's not necessarily that the fish aren't biting. It's just the mere fact that I'm not going out there. And if it's 94 degrees on land, when you're out there on that boat in that water, it's at least 98, 99, probably 101, probably even hotter than that. And our humidity is like 76%. So it's just hot. It's just super, super hot. So real quick, I can't do nothing without my coffee. You can see I got on the cams, the first t-shirt that we had, Cam's Crappie Hole. This is the first t-shirt with, it has YouTube on it, fishing. So I want to tell everybody out there, listen, this segment right here is for I did a boat segment 10 months ago, and we're at 11,000 and change on it. So I thought I'd kind of update it since I got a new rod holder. And I want to show you guys exactly how I fit it in and what it looks like when I'm spider rigging. So I'm going to cover that too. But real quick, this one's to all my new viewers that are out there. So I want you guys to take a look at this. You saw I had on the red. These are our tees that we have. They're dry wick moisture. They're made of 50-50 blend, so they're designed to keep you cool even in 96-degree weather. Okay, you can see I'm not sweating the piece that I have on. If you guys get a chance, I have the link right here, Cam's Crappie Hole. .com. You can go on there and take a look at all these items that we have. Okay, so hey, we got a nice cool breeze that just came through. Listen, this is the black in the Cam's Crappie Hole. I'm going to breeze through the colors real quick. This is the forest green, which is a very, very popular color. Okay, this is one of our most popular, the top 2 selling. The number 1 right now is the navy blue, which is the Cam's Crappie Hole here. You can see that. Okay, I want to hold it up. And guys, we're still doing free shipping. And as a matter of fact, they called me about a week and a half ago and they said, Cam, how long are we going to continue to do this free shipping? And we've had much major success out of it. I told them I want to continue it to move forward. Let's address it in another, 6 to 8 weeks from now. But guys, if you're interested in any of these tees, make sure you log on, and go ahead and pick your tees up. They're $24.99. They're designed to last you for 8 to 10 years, the tees. They're digitally pressed on, so they're layered into the fabric, so you won't have no peeling from the tees themselves, no bleeding of the color. They're 50% polyester, 50% cotton, so that means all you got to do is when you take them out of the dryer, just shake them a few times, put them on, and you're gone. No ironing. Cam doesn't like to iron. Okay, those were the Cam's Crappie Hole t-shirts. Our newer line, which is the fish on, this is the royal blue, okay? And here is the orange, which is one of my favorites, okay? Fish on. I designed all these t-shirts myself, okay? And here's the maroon, which is a very, very popular as well, okay? One of the other tees that we've had major, major success with, and when you guys order these, and by the way, I want to mention on the website, we also have a discount package for the his and hers. So for the wife and the husband, we have that priced on there. If you go to his and hers, you just click on the website, you'll see it in the drop down drawer. We gave a discount price because we had a lot of people that are buying 2s. So you know me, I'm all about saving you guys some money. I'm not trying to break the bank or anything like that. When I mentioned the hers t-shirt, these are the Crappie chicks. They're made out of that same 50-50 blend, okay? So they're European cut. So if in fact that you wear a medium, you want to go up one size and pick out a large, okay? The smalls are very small and the mediums are very medium, so they're European cut. They're slender for the ladies and they're tapered, okay? This is the royal blue. Want to make sure you guys can see that. And one of my favorites, some ladies call it plum, but I call it purple. This is one of the colors here. Very nice color, real rich color purple. And here's the black. And we've just been selling them. We're having a real good time selling them. And I want everybody out there, all my core viewers and my core subscribers, and I know I have a lot of lady followers, and I wish you ladies would come on and talk to me like the fellas do. The fellas always talk to me. I love talking to the ladies, the crappie chicks as well, okay? That's the black. Here is the fuchsia, okay, which is the most popular color right now, okay? And one of my favorites as well, which is the rich red. Very nice color, okay? The most popular t-shirt right now out there is the Kings Are Born. You guys have probably seen them. A lot of stars are wearing them. You see Kings Are Born and you have your month down at the bottom, okay? You choose your month and you order Kings Are Born in September, Kings Are Born in December, November, January, February, whatever month that you choose to do. But what we decided to do here at Cam's Crappie Hole, we decided to go with the Kings Are Born too, except we put on there Kings Are Born to catch crappie. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see that. This is the forest green. Okay, and here is the navy blue. And we also have it in a red, and we also have it in a black as well. So I just wanted to breeze through real quick. This is for my new subscribers and my new viewers. I want you guys to go online, pick up your family tees, pick up your kids tees. We also have them in a medium. We also have them we can special order. We go all the way from small all the way up to 6X. So we got everybody covered, and it's free shipping. And if you're out of state, you don't pay any taxes, okay? So you just go online, order $24.99, and we ship it out there to you real quick so you'll have it so you can wear it. But listen, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull the boat around. I'm going to get in the water, and I'm going to show you guys my $5.99 fishing machine. I'm going to cover the boat itself, okay? So hold tight, fam. Sit back on the crappie sofa, relax, get yourself some coffee, get yourself something to eat, and I'm going to go over exactly what I use to catch these crappie, all right? Hold tight. This is the Pelican Bass Raider 10E. So it is 10 feet 2 inches. Okay, you can see I got a trolling motor in the front, and it's relatively the same. You know how I always tell you guys, Cam do a lot of things, but changing ain't one of them. Okay, the main thing on what I want to cover, you see I got two trolling motors. One is a 45-pound thrust. It gets me to the spot, and this one right here is an old unit that I use because I want it as slow as possible. That's why I went with an older unit, because this is one I use for trolling when I'm spider rigging, okay? Now, this is, I'm going to cover real quick, one of the main things I want to cover, which is the rod holder, okay? So in this boat, you can see they have two vertical rod holders, and all I did was with this 1/4-inch PVC pipe, it fits right directly down in that groove, okay? That's all it does. That's simply how this works. 2 T's, 1/4-inch pipe here, 1/4-inch pipe here, 2 elbows, and the caps on the end are optional. Okay, I figure I make it look good. I'm gonna have in this description down here the rod holders. They're like $3.96 a piece, $4. They could be $5. It's been a while. It's been a couple of years since I bought them, and I took the C clamps off. Okay, and I just drilled holes directly through the PVC pipe and put butterflies with a 3-inch screw and the washer. That's all I did. There, guys, let me tell you something. As y'all always hear me say on the videos, I don't spend a lot of money to catch crappie. And guys, this is a crappie fishing machine. You guys, as a matter of fact, let me take this off real quick. You guys have seen many of my segments. You've seen when I'm pulling these crappie out. I would love to have a $90,000, $100,000 bass boat. I'd love to do that. And by the way, I gotta send a real big shout out to my man Amir, one of my young bloods that came on with me. He fishes with me on this lake. He has a new channel. Amir, I want you, make sure you keep stacking them up, man. Make sure you keep posting those videos. I see you out there, young blood, doing your thing. But listen, I don't spend a lot of money. I probably paid $35 for the rod holder. The PVC pipe, the rod holder, everything, turnkey. Probably not even that much. That's probably a fat number. Most of it's just labor. Okay, you guys have seen me use this rod holder. You know how I get down with that rod holder, and I just put it together. It's very simple to do. You guys know me. I'm not the smartest one in the class. All I do is just catch crappie. That's all I do. Now, I want to show you the poles. Whenever y'all see me spider rigging and I'm using those poles that I have, the ones with the black handles, the black cushion, those are my 9-foot poles. Those are Mitchell's. They were exclusively made just to catch crappie. They're 9-foot poles, so they stretch way out in front of the boat, and I'm going to put those on the boat, on the rod holder, so you can see them. And the other ones that I use, and one thing that's very, very important. Matter of fact, let me put you guys back on my head real quick. Hold tight, fam. I need both my hands to show what I'm doing. I use a rod that has a long cork handle, and I bought this one at the big box store. The rod only cost 16 bucks. Okay, so you can pick that up without a problem. As a matter of fact, this is one of the reel itself is a Shimano, and I've been buying this thing probably since I was 12 years old, guys. And this thing costs $12, the rod itself. I'm sorry, the reel. And it's from Shimano, and it is durable. You can go on to Shimano.com, and it is a Shimano R1000. I got a 1000 because I use it to catch crappie. It's the smallest one. They also make a 2000, which I use to catch bass. It has a drag at the bottom. And listen, let me say this. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Okay, if I'm sponsored by anybody, guys, I have to tell you guys. I would let you know. I'm not sponsored by anybody. Again, I use the long cork handle because you want that when you place it into the rod holder. So this is what it looks like when I put it in there. Okay, and that is a 6-foot pole. And generally in the front, I run my 9-foot poles, and this is a 9-foot pole. This is just strictly made to catch crappie. You can see the tip of it. It's in orange. So you can see it way out there, and it's very, very flexible. It has a backbone in it, but it's also very sensitive. So you have to buy those poles when you're spider rigging, the long handles. If they're short handles, they won't work. So I take them and I place them in there just like this. That's what it looks like. Simple. Okay. So when you have all your rods that are in the holder, as a matter of fact, I put one on the side because sometimes crappie like their minnow moving. They don't want it sitting still. Okay, so that's why I drag some of them. You'll see on some of my segments, you'll see them, the ones on the side hit because they're being pulled. It triggers a sporadic action from the crappie. If they can't help it, it's just boom. It's just instinctive. Okay, so I got room over here for a total of 9 rods. You guys have seen me do this many times. So you make sure that you have those long rod handles, and you can see what it looks like when I'm coming. Okay, I look like a school of minnows. And I just put a couple on there. I didn't put a lot on there so you can see them. Okay, that's what it looks like. And you can see this 9-foot, it extends all the way out here. So sometimes it's sort of like being in a swimming pool. You remember when you were a little kid and you were in the swimming pool and you go down to the bottom and you hold your breath and look up, you can see people swimming by? Well, crappie and fish are the same way. So when you put that 9-foot minnow, that 9-foot pole out here with that minnow way out in front of the boat, they don't see the boat and they take that 9-foot pole. And also I have the 7-foot pole that does the same thing. Very simple setup. Guys, you can pick this boat up at any of your big box stores, Academy Sports, Dick's, and all it ran me is $5.99. Okay, brand new. And let me say this is my second one. The first one that I own, I bought it on eBay for $300. 2 seats, motor, battery, for $300 used. So if you shop around out there, there ain't no excuse, guys. Listen, I'm just like y'all, okay? You know how I am with money. I don't make a lot of money, but over time, I just put this together. And this is my crappie fishing machine. I didn't spend a lot of money for this thing. You know, $599, and I'm on the water. And also, real quick, while I have you guys here, I'm going to show you my Humminbird 140C, which is the old sonar system. It has a C-clamp. Now, this is a plastic boat, so I chose not to drill holes in my boat. This is a regular old C-clamp. Matter of fact, let me put this rod right here so I won't have to walk all the way around it. And I clamp that onto the boat, and it drops down just like this. This is what it looks like. Okay, that's exactly what it looks like. So I take this, clamp this C-clamp onto the boat, and this is your, matter of fact, I can turn it on for you guys. That's what it looks like. So I know when I'm at 6 feet, I see those fish down there. I measure that pole. If they're at 6.5, 7 feet, I measure by that pole. You know, you've seen my segments. That's how I do it. I drop it down, guys. I'm yanking crappie. Only reason, again, while I'm not out there right now, it's too hot for Cam to be out there. Man, it's probably 105, 108, 111 degrees out there. Man, that's too hot for me right now. So I just hold tight and I just wait. Okay. So this is how I take the C-clamp. I put it right here. Attach it right there, drop that transducer in the water, and if you don't want it right there, you can come all the way around to the back. You can adjust it just like this. If you're scouting, you take this bad boy here and you attach it right here, and there you go. You put it right behind you. Okay? You take your transducer with the monitor on it, drop it right in the water. There you go. Okay, so it's very, very simple what I do. I don't do a lot of things, and I just try to keep everything simple. All right. The boat itself, the hull is UV ray protected, impact resistant. I've had this boat now, guys, for 4 years. The new one is the two-tone color. It's green and khaki color. Very hot. I like it a lot. Okay. But you know me, I have to stay with what I got. Why fix something that ain't broken? So it has little compartments, phone, cup for the coffee. You can see that without a problem. Y'all know how I am when I start drinking coffee. So I'm not going to make this a very, very long video. If you go downstairs, you take a look, you can see I'm sweating already, and I ain't been out here no more than 15 minutes. And you imagine being out there in that hot sun. So listen, let me recap real quick. The boat is able to hold 600 pounds, okay? So I have 3 chairs with mine, so I can take 3 full-grown adults out here without a problem, okay? Matter of fact, let me wipe my head because it's so hot. But most of the time when you guys see me, it's just me. And let me say this to you real quick as well. I can also extend my rod holders. I can add up to 15 or 20 rod holders if I want to. Okay, so I can just take this cap off, extend, add another piece of PVC pipe there, and I could just keep running it that way. Matter of fact, let me put you guys back on my head now. So there are numerous things that you can do. The seats themselves fold down. It's already pre-wired, so you only have one power source at the back. It's pre-wired for your wires up here in the front. You have a male plug, you plug it in, and there's your motor. So that's what it looks like, guys. My setup. Got to have a paddle. You can buy your nearest marine battery at the nearest, big box store. And also, you probably see me on my fish basket. I have these clamps here that I put my fish basket on, and I drop the crappie in the water in the basket. So I don't use a stringer because sometimes turtles will come up and they'll with the stringer and they'll eat half your crappie. You won't even know that they're gone. So I use a basket. That's what I use. So that's my entire setup. I built it myself. Again, 1/4-inch pipe PVC, 2 T's, 2 elbows, 2 end caps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rod holders. I'm going to have that description right down there. They're like $4.50 a piece. You can order those online. And I took the C clamps off, and all I did was just drill holes all the way around, because I've helped at least probably 24 people send them pics and help them build their rod holders. So I thought it would be a good time, because I had some people also tell me, Cam, can you do an update on your rod holders? Because obviously we can see that it looks different. So I wanted to take this time and show you guys exactly what I'm doing since the water's so hot. In fact, let me take this off to show you guys exactly what I'm using and how I'm using it. I appreciate all you guys out there, and if you have any questions for me, I always answer all my IMs, all the crappie chicks, and all the guys. You're always welcome here. This is our platform, and by the way, we have exceeded 300,000 total views. We're on our way to 400,000 soon. I imagine probably by post-spawn for crappie. And by the way, the water temperature out there right now is about 86, 87 degrees. So we're getting ready. Come middle of October, the water temperature is going to start dropping. The daylight is going to start. We're going to set our clocks back. Okay, so that means it's going to be less daylight, and the crappie are going to start picking up on that. So I want you guys to go ahead and start getting your hooks and everything together, because post-spawn is going to be coming here real soon. That water temperature is going to start dropping back down to the 60s, and that's when those big females are going to start getting ready for post spawn. So I want you guys to always remember that. If you have any questions for me, you know, I love all you guys, and if you have any questions, you know, I'm always here to answer 8 days a week, 25 hours a day, and I love all you guys. And listen, when you get a chance, go to Cam's Crappie Hole, order your shirt. We got the new his and hers package on there. Go ahead and save some money and get the kids some shirts too, and also take your kids outdoors and have them to enjoy the outdoors, and take your whole family. Listen, I love all you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Again, keep those hooks wet. Cam. Crappie Hole, and you'd like to see more, click right here to the left if you'd like to see some more videos here, or you can click to the right to watch more videos here to the right. We appreciate you guys, and thank you for stopping by Cam's Crappie Hole again. Keep those hooks wet.